Well, everybody, I want to do a news video talking Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, Mazraoui. There's been a lot of news, Thomas Tuchel, ERIKSEN exit, new rules, as well as much more on the United news. So, I want to start off by talking about Erik ten Hag. Manchester United hierarchy held talks over the future of Erik ten Hag this week and ultimately decided not to sack him as they couldn't reach a consensus over the decision and couldn't agree who would succeed the maligned head coach via Give Me Sport. The Brentford and Fenerbahce fixtures will have a significant bearing on ten Hag's fate, with the failure to produce likely to result in the termination of his contract. Ten Hag hasn't been made aware of this and continues to prepare for the encounter with Thomas Frank's team at Old Trafford next weekend. So listen, these two games are huge for Erik ten Hag. It looks like he's been given a few more games to really prove what he can really do for us. Listen, I think it's two tough games for United, if I'm honest with you. Brentford and then Fenerbahce, two very, very tough games. One in Europe where Man United haven't won in their last 10 games, or won in their last 10 games. And in the league with Brentford, they're a team on form. They're not a team to be messed about with. It's going to be a tough game for us regardless. And Ten Hag's going to be under pressure constantly. This international break, he's been under a lot of pressure, and I think the pressure will continue to come. For me, as I said, as it's in the article, United didn't know who to bring in next. That is the only issue now. Thomas Tuchel has been someone who's reported by Christian Folk, who could be coming in after Erik ten Hag. That's something to definitely look out for. Will I have Tuchel at United? It looks like if ten Hag does get sacked, they will probably bring him in. Ultimately, he's a very experienced manager. Managed Dortmund, PSG, and obviously got that Prem experience. He plays a different way of football, but a good way of football. Very passionate sort of manager, and I could get on board with him. I know I said previously I wouldn't want him to come to United, but listen, if it's him or no one else, or if it's him or Solskjaer or him or he would be my most preferred manager probably. Just based on who's out there at the moment. Obviously there could be other managers who come in, but yeah, for me, Tuchel would be the manager I'd go for now. There's been some updates on ALVARO FERNANDES. Manchester United weighing up whether to activate the buyback clause in contract of ALVARO FERNANDES. Real Madrid and Barcelona are interested. A player who's done so well on loan at Benfica. A fantastic player, a young player. And listen, with United left back issues, I don't know actually why we sold him. I think we should be going back for this release clause. I think he's a fantastic young player. And why not? He's proved it at Benfica, which is a very, very tough league for a youngster. And obviously top players are interested, Real Madrid, Barcelona by the looks of it. Why not United bring him back just to see? Like Luke Shaw, you can't rely on Malacia. We don't know what's going to happen with him. You can't really rely on him too either. We need a left-footed left back. He's one of our academy players. Obviously Harry Amass, someone who's deemed not to be ready. So why not bring ALVARO FERNANDES back? I'd be all for that. I would love him to come back. I think he's a very technical, good left back, balanced in his game, attacking and defensive wise. Now the last two things I'm going to discuss is Anthony and Christian Eriksen. So Manchester United is planning to either sell or loan winger Anthony during the January transfer window. Now it's going to be very, very hard to get Anthony off United books. He's got a very long contract at the club. I think he's still got a couple of years left. Obviously I would love for Anthony to leave Manchester United. I don't think he has a future at the football club. It's sad to say. A lot of money. The deal hasn't worked out. He's on a lot of money. I think he's on Anthony's on like fifth highest earner on 200 grand a week. He's got a contract until 2027, so still another 3 years left on his deal. He's making an awful lot of money, which he shouldn't be. You look at some of the players that he's over: De Ligt, Maguire, Mazraoui, Onana, Martinez, all these sort of players. Like Delo, who's on 85k, it's ridiculous. For me, do I think United can get rid of Anthony? We're going to have to try, and whoever comes in for Anthony, I think that's the first, not get ripped off, but the first sort of deal, significant deal that comes in, we have to take it, because I don't think we can get rid of Anthony otherwise, and he will just be someone who stays at the club on a lot of money, will not play, don't offer much, and yeah, ultimately be very, very good to leave. I think he is kind of blocking the way for a youngster to come through, whether that be Ethan Wheatley. We've got Sekou Kone, Chidi Obi Martin, Sekou Kone as well, coming through the academy in a couple of years. So, listen, it hasn't worked out on Anthony. We paid him a lot of money. We signed him for a lot of money. And it's a signing that hasn't worked out. Now, maybe if Ten Hag does leave, that could have an impact on Anthony. I think if Ten Hag does leave, Anthony will leave as well. But I think if Ten Hag stays, Anthony can leave as well. So, I think either in January or the summer, I think Anthony will be gone. I think Ineos have obviously identified him and tried and put him on a list last summer. Or the summer that's just gone, to try and get him out of the club. But obviously it hasn't worked. So I think definitely next, Anthony will leave the club next summer. The last thing, Christian Eriksen leaving. So it came in from, I think it was a Norwegian source, I think. It's Christian Eriksen has confirmed that he will leave Manchester United at the end of the season now. I don't think that was kind of misinterpreted, but let's talk about it anyway. Eriksen, for me, a player who, as I previously said, got a top ability, very, very good. On the ball, not so much off the ball, great passing range, creativity, fantastic. But he hasn't got the legs anymore. He gets bypassed in midfield way too frequent, way too often. And that's not United needing that midfield. We need, especially in the midfield, you need energy, legs, quality. Eriksen has the quality, he's got the ability. He hasn't got the legs, unfortunately. Some of the mistakes that he's making are just not good enough. I don't think we can rely on a 32-year-old who, for me, is just not good enough anymore to be at Manchester United. I mean, prime Eriksen was fantastic, but I would much rather replace him with a younger midfielder, like a Zubimendi, someone else like that. But Eriksen has got a unique profile and a very, very good football ability. But listen, let me know your thoughts. This has been another news video. Thank you for watching another episode, talking Ten Hag, the future on him, Eriksen leaving, Anthony, much more. I want to quickly talk on Mazraoui before I end. I think he will be out with a few weeks with the injury with the surgery that he's had. We wish him a full recovery, and we want him to be back on the pitch. It does give us a huge dilemma at fullback for United going into the game against Brentford, because it doesn't look like he's going to be fit. You're probably looking at Lindelof, maybe in that right back role, or Johnny Evans even at the left back role, and you move Delo out to the right. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But very, very frustrating. We hope he has a full recovery, because it's a very, very serious issue that he had. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Another United news video complete. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Stay tuned. Obviously United back in action next week with the Brentford game, the Carabao Cup game. The game against Brentford. Then we get Fenerbahce. Then I think we've got West Ham, and then the FA Cup game, Carabao Cup game. Sounds fortunate.